Hi, George here. In this video, we'll take these people over here and move them over here to the right-hand side, place them right over here like that, and then clean out the background just like that. Easy to do here using just a selection tool and also the clone stamp tool. Now, before we start this, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That really helps out my channel a lot. Okay, the first thing you need to do is to open up your photograph. I'll close this one down. There we go. And here's the original photo. I'll put a link for this in the description so you can download this and try this yourself. Now, the first thing you want to do is to make a duplicate of this layer. Over here where it says background, right click and duplicate. You can then hide the original. That's our safety in case things go wrong. We can go back to the original right here, right in the same file. Now in the background, we need to make a copy of these two people here and then save them onto a new layer. Easy to do. Since we're in Affinity Photo 2, I'll go right up here. This is the object selection tool. Click on that and give it a little bit of time to come in and analyze the whole picture. It decides on where all these separate elements are. Once it has done that, you can then roll over an element like this and it will know that you're looking at that person or this person right down here. Or I could do the water or the sky. It's pretty good. Okay, let's click over here. Click on that person to select that person. Let's come down here. I'll click on him to select that. That adds that to the selection. Now I also want to get this stuff right down here around their feet, but the object selection tool is not doing that for us. So let's switch tools over here. This is the selection brush tool. And I'll bring my brush size up a little bit. That's the right square bracket key. Now let's brush right along this stuff down here. We want the shadows and we want those reflections. Right there, that's all you need. Now let's copy this to a new layer. Easy to do. Use the Control-J keyboard shortcut and it does that for us. If you're on a Mac, that's the Command-J. Or you can go up here to edit, come down to copy, and then paste. It will do the same thing for you. Let's now hide that layer. That's our subject layer. If you want to, we can come in here, double click and give this a name. There we are, subject. Go down to our background layer. Let's hide the subject. Control-D to deselect. Let's now clean this picture up to get rid of these people up here and everybody in the background. And that's where the clone stamp tool comes in. It's right over here. You see the brush size is pretty small. I'll use that same keyboard shortcut. That's the right square bracket to increase my brush size. Now for this, you want to make sure up here that your hardness is set all the way to the left at 0. You have to have a 0 hardness for this to work out well. Let's set the opacity. Make sure that that's all the way to the top at 100%, and that should be good. And then just begin to work in. Now, look for things that are running along in lines in your image, like this line of the surf right here. I can take it from over here and copy that right over to here. In the water, there's kind of a darker bit right here. I could copy that straight across. It's kind of brown right here. I could copy that straight across. It's a bit of a wave right there. I could copy that in. So try to find things that you can pull into your selection. And because we have a perspective happening, there's a perspective shift on this. So you want to be pulling horizontally for your copying. Okay, let's do a quick cleanup of the girl here. I'll start right over here. Hold the Alt key down. Choose your copy from spot. I'll come right down here to the horizon and I'll click right there. And then go over here. Notice you get a preview right there in the tool. Bring that down so it's aligned right on that line. So our horizon matches and just pull it straight across. And let's take out our head in here. And this is just our first pass on this. So I'll have to come back and do a bit more. It's a bit of a problem right here. Let's go over here, Alt and click right here. And I'll bring some of that sky in. Clean that out. And a little bit right there. There we go. Okay, then come down a bit and pull straight across. And let's get rid of this section here. Now, if you're too close on your copy from and copy to points, you'll get a bit of the figure repeating over here. So I'll come over here further like that. Alt and click, and I'll just clean that bit out right there. And just copy straight across again. And do it in little moves like this. So you're doing just a little bit at a time. And then reset and do it again. That way you'll make sure that the perspective stays correct in here. And always going left to right, or you could go right to left, like right here and there, but always working on a horizontal plane in here. Let's just continue on down and take out this whole figure. Work on down to the legs down here, get that shoreline. Make sure you take out the shadows and also the reflections in there. You need all that taken out. And when you're doing this, just take your time. And the most important part is lining things up so that it all matches properly. That's looking really good. Okay, finish off over here. Finish off this. A little bit right there, a little bit right there. That's good. and get rid of that bit there. Okay, let's take out these people in the water. This is real easy. Just click just to the side of them and then come in and take them out. Let's zoom in up here and work on this area. Bring my brush size down for this. That's the left square bracket key. And then same thing. Let's go right over here, Alt and click, and let's come in and just remove these people right there. Alt and click and take them out. Alt and click right here, take him out. And then over here, same thing. Just Alt and click. And they're right against the water's edge. They actually kind of disappear right there. I think we're okay. And then Alt click right here, get them out. A little bit there and a little bit right over in here. Now we lost a little bit of this rock edge right here. I want to have that back in again. I'll hold the space bar down, move our picture over like that. And I'll grab just a little bit of a rock right in here, Alt and click, and let's just put that right there. Give me kind of an edge of a rock. That helps. And take a look up here. I can see a little bit of a line in here. So let's come in here and carefully clean out anything like that. That's not quite right. And just a bit right here. And it's a bit funky up here on the mountaintop. So I'll copy over here and let's just bring that mountaintop straight across and see if we can make that look a bit more natural. And that works. Okay, now I'll use the Control and 0 key to fit screen again. Let's see how that looks. I'm seeing a little bit of a darkness right up in here. We didn't actually touch that spot up here. This may be on the original picture, but I don't like that. So I'll bring my brush size up. That's the right square bracket key. Click out here someplace in the sky, Alt and click, and let's just come in and do just a little bit of stuff to soften down anything which might be happening in there in the sky. And I think that looks pretty good. I think I'll bring my opacity down a lot. And then let's do a little bit more in here, just a soft opacity, just to kind of soften that edge up in there. Okay, that looks good. Control 0 to fit screen again. And back to the Move tool. Let's now go back to our subject layer and let's show the subject layer. Here we go. We can now just drag it over here someplace. And the important part here is to look at that line right there where the reflections are hitting that edge of wet sand. We want to have that lined up just like that. Everything else should match perfectly, and it does. And then just decide where you want to have them in the picture. I think right around here looks pretty good. Bring them right about like that. A little bit of space on the right-hand side, most of your space left-hand side. Let's just zoom in down here. And I think right in here, it may need a little bit of touch-up. That's going to be on our subject layer. I don't want to erase the subject layer, but I do want to remove some of that sand right there. So let's put a layer mask on this. Click on the layer mask tool right there. On the layer mask side, you can see that outline around that. Let's go over to our brushes here, paintbrush. It's a pretty good size. Make sure you have black color in the foreground. That's good. And then just brush on that with the black right along that line. Just kind of blend that in like that. There we go. I think that looks absolutely perfect. And the same thing up here. I'm just going to blend this in just a little bit, just softening up that edge with that layer mask. And right there. And in here, my brush is too large. Left square bracket. Let's bring our brush size down to just a little bit right there. That just hides that cut line in there. And I think that's looking absolutely perfect. Okay, Control 0, back to fit screen. And bam, there we go. We just moved that person over here quickly and easily using just a selection and the clone stamp tool. To learn more about Affinity Photo, take a look at my complete training course for this program. I'll put a link for that at the top of the description. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. That really helps out my channel a lot. Also, make sure you subscribe. I do new videos all the time, and I'll see you next time.